SB19 with highest charting P-pop song, Rolling Stone Philippines features SB19 in a special issue.
What if I told you that one of the biggest music magazines in the world just placed SB19 at the center of P-pop history? And what if I told you that the same group also achieved something on Billboard that no Filipino act had ever done before? This isn't just another SB19 success story. This is the story of how SB19 went from being underestimated dreamers to becoming the group that major music institutions are now using to define the future of P-pop. And when you combine their historic Billboard achievement with their latest Rolling Stone Philippines cover story, one thing becomes very clear. SB19 is no longer chasing history. They're creating it. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Starwave, share, and turn on notifications so you never miss the biggest SB19 updates, milestones, and this will help push the video to more audience. Now let's get into it. The moment Rolling Stone made everyone pay attention.
The Rolling Stone Philippines has just released its May 2026 special issue with SB19 as its cover. Rolling Stone wrote, SB19 is one of the biggest acts leading the P-pop wave, but as the group reaches new heights, it now looks to uplift its peers in the industry and a whole generation of emerging talent in the country. Now 18, you can now pre-order this P-pop special issue on Sari Sari Shopping. The link is pinned in the comment section.
For decades, Rolling Stone has been one of the most respected names in music journalism. Artists all over the world dream of appearing on its cover. Why? Because Rolling Stone doesn't simply follow trends. It documents music history, and that's why what happened recently is such a big deal. SB19 was chosen to headline the special P-pop issue of Rolling Stone Philippines. Not just featured, not just mentioned, they were placed on the cover. But here's where things get really interesting. The cover didn't simply introduce them as another successful group. Instead, it called them the Kings of P-pop Take on the World. Think about how powerful that statement is. Rolling Stone could have used countless descriptions, yet they chose a title that recognizes SB19 as leaders of an entire movement. That tells us something important. This isn't about one hit song. This isn't about one successful album. This is about influence. This is about legacy. And this is about the role SB19 has played in helping shape the identity of modern P-pop. Why this cover is bigger than most people realize. Many people see magazine covers and think they're just promotional opportunities. But this cover is different. The entire issue focuses on the evolution of P-pop. The past, the present, and the future. That means Rolling Stone isn't merely celebrating SB19. They're using SB19 as one of the central examples of how P-pop became a legitimate force in the music industry. That's huge, because for years, critics questioned whether P-pop could compete internationally. People doubted Filipino groups. People claimed there wasn't a global audience. People said the genre would remain local. SB19 heard all those doubts, and then they spent years proving every single one wrong. Quick question for everyone watching. When did you first become an Aten? Was it during Go Up, Bazinga, Wyatt, Gento, or DAM? Comment below because I want to know which era brought you into the fandom. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Starwave, the SB19 difference. One reason Rolling Stone's recognition feels so important is because SB19 built their success differently. They weren't handed a shortcut. They weren't instantly accepted. They had to earn every step. They trained relentlessly. They endured criticism. They faced industry challenges. And through it all, they kept moving forward. Instead of copying trends, they developed their own identity. Instead of abandoning Filipino culture, they embraced it. Instead of chasing validation, they focused on creating music that represented who they truly are. That's why their success feels different, feels earned. And now major publications are recognizing that journey. Then came DAM. Just when many people thought SB19 had already reached their peak, they released DAM. And everything changed. The song immediately captured attention. The production felt larger. The visuals felt bolder. The concept felt more ambitious. Fans knew they were witnessing something special. But nobody could have predicted what happened next. Because Damn didn't just become successful. It became historic. The Billboard moment that changed everything. In March 2025, Damn debuted at #1 on Billboard's World Digital Song Sales chart. Let that sink in. #1. Not number 10. Not number 5. Not even number 2. #1. Right at the top. And here's the part that makes this achievement even more incredible. SB19 became the first Filipino act ever to reach #1 on that chart.
Billboard Philippines has just released its top 25 highest charting P-pop songs, with SB19 taking the #1 spot with Damn, with peak positions: #1 Billboard Global World Digital Song Sales, #4 Philippine Hot 100, and #3 Top Philippine Songs. Released as part of SB19's highly anticipated EP, Simula at Wakas, Damn marked the first P-pop song to reach #1 on Billboard World Digital Song Sales chart. Making history on March 15, 2025, SB19 became the first Filipino act to debut at #1 on the global chart. Supported by 18, the song dominated digital sales worldwide while also dominating local charts.
Read that again. The first. Not one of the first. The first. That means when music historians look back at the Billboard record books, SB19's name will always be attached to that milestone. Forever. And that's exactly why Damn is more than just another successful release. It's a landmark moment for Filipino music. Why the Damn achievement matters. Some people look at charts and think they're just numbers. But numbers tell stories. And this number tells a very powerful story. It tells the story of a Filipino group proving that language is not a barrier. It tells the story of a fandom capable of competing globally. It tells the story of an industry that is becoming impossible to ignore. For years, international audiences often overlooked Filipino music. Now they can't, because achievements like this force the world to pay attention. And that's exactly what happened with DAM. The song became evidence. Evidence that P-pop can compete globally. Evidence that Filipino artists belong in international conversations. Evidence that SB19 isn't simply participating in the industry. They're helping redefine it. If you're proud of what SB19 has accomplished, hit that like button right now. Let's see how many Aten are watching this video. And if you're new here, subscribe to Starwave because we're covering every major SB19 milestone as it happens. From Gento to Damn, the evolution of a global group. What's fascinating about Damn is that it didn't come out of nowhere. This achievement was built over years. Remember Gento? That song already showed the world that SB19 could compete internationally. It became a viral sensation. It broke records. It reached new audiences. And it opened doors. But Damn took things to another level. Instead of simply repeating past success, SB19 raised the standard. They challenged themselves creatively. They expanded their sound. And they delivered a song capable of making history. That's growth. That's evolution. And that's exactly why Rolling Stone's recognition feels perfectly timed. Because while the publication is documenting the evolution of P-pop, SB19 is actively demonstrating what evolution looks like. The connection between Rolling Stone and Billboard. Here's what makes this story so powerful. The Rolling Stone cover and the Billboard achievement are actually connected. At first glance, they seem like separate accomplishments. One is media recognition. The other is chart success. But together, they tell a much bigger story. Rolling Stone is saying, SB19 matters. Billboard is saying, SB19 delivers results. Rolling Stone recognizes influence. Billboard recognizes performance. And when both institutions arrive at the same conclusion, that's when people start paying attention. Because suddenly it's no longer fan opinion. It's documented evidence. It's industry recognition. It's history being written in real time. What this means for the future of P-pop. The most exciting part of all this isn't what SB19 has already achieved. It's what these achievements mean moving forward. Every barrier they break creates opportunities for other Filipino artists. Every international milestone makes global audiences more curious about P-pop. Every major headline pushes the genre further into the spotlight. That's why many fans believe SB19's greatest contribution isn't just their music. It's the doors they're opening, the paths they're creating, the possibilities they're proving. And if the current momentum continues, the next chapter of P-pop could be even bigger than anyone imagined. So let's put everything together. Rolling Stone Philippines places SB19 on the cover of its special P-pop issue and recognizes them as the kings of P-pop. At the same time, Damn reaches #1 on Billboard's World Digital Song Sales chart and becomes the first Filipino song by a Filipino act to achieve that milestone. One achievement demonstrates influence, the other demonstrates impact. Together, they tell the story of a group that has become one of the defining forces in modern Filipino music. And perhaps that's the biggest takeaway from all of this. SB19 isn't waiting for permission to make history. They're already doing it. Do you think Damn is the biggest achievement of SB19's career so far? Or do you think an even bigger milestone is still coming? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Starwave. Turn on notifications so you never miss the latest SB19 news, records, achievements, and analysis. Thank you for watching. And remember, history isn't just being witnessed right now. It's being written by SB19.